Hey guys, I know a lot of you won't know what I'm talking about when I'm doing this video, but about a year ago I made a video talking about a breakup that I'd had in the past. You know, if you've been watching me a long time, you know that I broke up with my ex. And anyway, before I get into it, I know that this is... I didn't want to do this video for a long time because, for one, why bring it up again? It's been ages. I'm the last person that wants for it to keep coming up again, you know, also it's my personal life, so why would I do, you know, like why is it all being made so public? But in the long run, like what I do, my job is, a lot of it is my personal life being on the internet, but that's not the reason why I want to do this video. But it's just, I just feel like I need to do this for my own good, for Jason's own good, my boyfriend, and for the good of some girls that it could help, or guys if you're in a bad type of relationship. Some of you may not have seen, but my ex recently did a video. I feel so stupid talking about this like in public. Did a video kind of bringing the whole thing up again. Also, I did want to say in my first video that I did about like domestic abuse, I went through domestic abuse, so physical abuse, emotional, mentally, were the main ways, you know, the main types that I went through. And with it, when I did that video, with it all not being that long ago since the video, when you go through it, you're almost in a denial, to be honest, you know, like, so I didn't then feel in a good position to talk about it, like, especially very confidently, and you kind of tell yourself that it didn't happen. Like, a lot of the time afterwards, it's just like a blur, you know, and after it happens then you're back to normal life again. And I was a lot happier because I'd got out of the bad relationship, and I was with Jason. I didn't really want to go back to talking about that because it's a horrible thing to talk about. Anyway, in his video he said, not denied about the claims of the domestic abuse, but just said that that wasn't him, that's not him, or that, sorry about that not being him. So I'm guessing that people are gonna take that as he didn't do it. Anyway, basically I'm getting a lot of accusations about lying about cheating, which I did not cheat. The relationship finished quite a little while before, not ages before, yeah, I'll be honest, but a little while before that. And I sat down, okay, I won't go into detail, but you know, I sat down and said, I've had enough, you know, that's enough. There were starting to be arrangements for how to kind of leave where we were living and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I went away, I met Jason, who I just immediately fell for and made me feel extremely safe and like loved and everything, so. But I know a lot of people have always, shut up phone, have been given Jason a lot of grief about, you know, saying that he's a shitty person because of when we met, and he hasn't done any, like he didn't do anything wrong, like there was no crossover of relationships, so for him it was just a whirlwind of kind of being with someone whose life is quite public and everything, and then obviously he knew about more details than anyone else did about my last one, so he would have had a bit more in him to be like, you know, to want to tell people about it. And anyway, I didn't want to make this video. I saw the other video and I don't want to bring it all up afresh again, because for me it's horrible, just horrible. Like I don't want to relive it again. I don't want to talk about it again. I don't want everyone arguing about like my life again. So since I didn't talk about abuse or anything in my last video, and oh whatever, some of you can say that now I'm saying it and I'm lying because I didn't say it before, but if you've ever been through that, you can probably understand, you know, why I didn't want to talk about it at the time. But yes, I did go through it. Yes, I've said it on like Tumblr and YouTube comments and things, because I was so sick of being accused of lying about it. Like, can I just say, look, why would I lie? Like, why would you lie about abuse? That is so sick, like, especially if you know anyone who's been through it and how it can affect people. So for one, like, I try to be as good a person as I can be, and I try not to lie anyway in general, and lying about something like abuse is one of the biggest things you can lie about, so there would be no reason for me to lie about it, you know. It's like hard enough, it was hard enough for me to deal with the fact that I'd been through it, and like looking at my life and saying, like, I still can't believe that it happened. Like, for me to have let that happen, I just feel like I've let not only myself down, but mainly my mum, because she always brought me up to be like a strong woman. I don't really care as much about the accusations about cheating, because I know that it's not true, and it's just that I've been called like a hoe and stuff, and it didn't happen. But being accused of lying about abuse is just, that's why I wanted to do this video. And for girls who are going through it at the moment, because I know how it feels, if they could watch this and know that you can get out of something, and you can, like, not all men are like that, and there are people who will like value you. Yeah, well, you can call me whatever, but I'm not gonna sit here. I was sitting in my bed like tearing, because like I don't cry easily, so I was tearing, and like I'm kind of tearing now, but because when you've gone through that for years, and like it's almost like that's another you. So that was like the weak me that was always like scared and having to deal with it and things, and then like, and being that person for years, and then people saying that that never happened. Like, you've already been through enough shit without people saying that it was all a lie, you know. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I replied to someone on one of Jason's Instagram posts. He like kind of posted about it, and because I was so angry about, like, I'm not an angry person, but that makes me angry if someone's saying that I'm lying about abuse. I said, sorry, this is going to be a bit jumpy because it's a very, very hard thing to talk about, but you lie to yourself, and you don't usually I didn't tell anyone about it for years. It like broke me to tell my mum about it, because she then blamed herself, and she'll still like be upset and blame herself that it happened, and it's not her fault. You like develop coping mechanisms. I would like just not talk, like during an argument or something I'd not talk, and then or I'd just laugh. I'd just laugh because I couldn't do anything. Like, you can't fight back, like, really. Yeah, it stays with you for a long time, and it's not something that you want to keep bringing up. So I know a lot of people have already said to me, oh, well, you should go and find help, or told Jason to go and find me help. I have actually gone to a therapist. I've been going, and it's hard enough every time I go to her and talk about triggers, you know, things that would make the situation happen and things like that, without it being brought up on YouTube and, you know, social media and everything. Like, I'm already reliving it weekly, if not daily, because certain things still scare me. And I don't know, there's quite a few questions. Why didn't you just break up? That is so difficult. Like, if you're in that situation, and I now would, you know, if I was speaking to someone in it, I'd just be like, oh, just leave him. But I know how hard it is. It's very hard to leave, and even if, and part of, like, when I said to him, I had enough, you're scared that will cause, you know, anger, you know, just suggesting to leave anyway. So, you know, that's that for why didn't you leave. You get in a vicious cycle. Also, why didn't you report to the police? I was in, I don't know, I don't even know how to talk. I was just trying to deal with myself and keep myself sane. I just wanted away, you know, like when I felt the strength to tell other people, because that's telling someone anyway. If you're reporting to police, that's then telling someone, which is a massive step anyway. So I kind of wanted to tell like my family or someone first, you know. I don't think my first interest was to go to police. I just wanted to be safe and just be with my family or something. I don't know if I'll even leave this video up for long, because this is so stupid. Like, this whole thing being public is so bloody stupid. And, like, you know, quite unprofessional. and everything, you know, like it shouldn't just be everyone's business, but to be fair, it's already been made everyone's business, you know. So again, I'm not going to sit by and be called every name under the sun and being called a liar for that. My prayers, I'm not even an overly religious person, but my prayers are with anyone that's dealing with it now. And some people messaged me when I did my last video about of being in a bad abusive relationship and things, and said thank you for helping them because they found the strength to get out. And that is the most, that makes me so happy. So sorry, the reason I'm saying that is because I know this video, a lot of people will think it's stupid that I'm doing it and I'm adding fuel to the fire and things. I just think if nothing else, this video could help other girls, you know that they're not the only person, and that they can get out of it. And it's hardly ever spoken about, and it's quite an embarrassing thing. I'm embarrassed. That's, you know, a big reason why I don't talk about it. You know, that's why I'm being called a liar, because it's quite embarrassing that that's happened. I just think back to when I was 5 years old, and if I knew that that would happen to me, like, I don't know if this is right or wrong, but that's it. I'm not a perfect person, but I will not lie about being abused. Like, why would you do that? And anyway, I know a lot of people that will comment and still say I'm a liar and still call me this and that. Whatever, like, I know the truth. I know you could say that, well, I knew the truth, so I didn't need to make this video, but no, I can't deal with being called a liar about that when I had to go through it. So, yeah, like, I haven't wanted to do a lot of big replies or Instagram posts about this because I kind of just feel like just let it be and, you know, just leave it. And I know that Jason has, you know, he's been sticking up for me, but, you know, he wants to stick up for me. So he sees the hurt that I still go through all the time. I won't say certain things. I'm scared to look certain ways. You know, like, mention people, like, not at him, but that's just still in me. There's just certain things that I'm still scared to do. If he, like, comes near me quickly or anything, or kind of stops me from moving, like, obviously he does it playfully, but I mean, he sees that I'm scared. I get scared really easily, and that upsets him that we can't just, like, play and stuff, because I find it intimidating. Jason's just trying to stick up for me, that's all it is really. He's a good person. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Anyway, I just hope that it can all go away, you know, that's all I want. It's hard enough to try and recover, you know, without it being brought up again. So it will take quite a while. It will take probably a few years, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I don't know what else to say. It's really difficult to talk about, you know, in a structured way, so yeah, I wouldn't have been a good speaker and talker in this video. And that's the reason why one of my main things in life is to be nice to everyone, because you don't know what everyone is going through. And I always used to think that. I always used to think, well, she might have the same problem at home, like, just give her a smile, you know, like, you never know what people are going through. So be nice. And that's all. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.